have the washing machine on in the background, so I don't know. Can you guys hear it? You can hear. Can you hear too much background noise? Hey Ray Ray, hey Carly. You can hear me. Okay, can you hear too much background noise though? It kind of stopped now, so hopefully we're okay. But thanks, Mariah. If it gets too loud, I'll put on my headphones. Okay, perfect. So I feel like I miss you guys. I haven't been on a live in a while. I was doing almost all lives the last couple of weeks, but I really wanted to get back into doing the film videos and then coming back once or twice a week on the lives, because I have a habit of getting way too distracted and just being all over the place and not getting what I need to get out. So, but of course, the sound is great. Thanks, Alexis. Thanks, Raven. So I do want to continue to do my Q&As on live videos, though, so I can interact with you guys back and forth. So before we start with this question, I just want to address something. My name changed on YouTube, and I think I might have said this in the video I posted, the 3,000 subscriber video that posted early this morning. That was supposed to go out yesterday. I filmed that video 3 times because I was reacting to one of my first videos. I love you guys. Everyone's like, it really wasn't that bad. And meanwhile, I'm cringing. I'm not cringing. Like, some of the advice, a lot of the advice was really good. It's just dated. And I just cringe at how I was so shy and reserved and not my crazy outgoing self like I am now in my earlier videos. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not being like hard on myself, but it was just funny to watch that. Anyway, it took me a while to film that video because I filmed it and the audio didn't film on the video that was playing. It was some glitch on the system I was using, so I had to figure it out. You love the French door behind me. Thank you so much. So we had an Amish guy that actually made all of, I'll show you guys the kitchen. Hey Jess, I'm so glad you're here. I was waiting. I was like, oh, I have to go out, but I have to wait for Jess to finish her live on Instagram before I go on. Hey Amanda. So you guys, this is, obviously you guys know I live with my parents still until we sell this house, well, with my dad now, until we sell the house, but all of that woodwork an Amish guy did. Amazing. So I'm saying that because I don't know if he did these French doors. I don't think he did, but thank you for that compliment. So anyway, really quick before we answer this question, you guys might have noticed that my name on YouTube changed, and that was a total accident. So what happened was I was trying to send a halfway professional email, halfway professional because it's like not my day job, it's YouTube, but I needed it to sound a little bit more professional. So I didn't want it to come from the name, The Strong Prison Wife 213. I wanted it to come from my name. So I changed my name on Google so the email would come from Clausen. Hey Carmen. And I didn't realize that it updates your name on YouTube as well. So I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But then after I did it, I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? It's not necessarily a bad thing, and I don't think I'm going to change it back because, first of all, I didn't name my channel that. I named my channel way back in the day. So it's stuck that way 90 days. Oh, it's stuck that way 90 days. Oh, I didn't know that. But that's okay because I kind of like it like that because I didn't name that channel. I didn't name the channel The Strong Prison Wife 213. I think that is so long. It is so wordy. I would comment on people's videos and comment, like send emails and stuff, and it was just such a long handle. It was hard to tell people. My channel, when I originally named it, was just The Prison Wife. And then remember, I told you guys I pulled all of those videos down originally. So when my friend, the marketing guy I was working with at the time, helped me pull them all back up, he went into the channel before I did. I wasn't even around. He changed my name because so it would brand, it would match the nonprofit Strong Prison Wives and Families, and it didn't really deviate too much from the name that was already there. And then he would like turn all my videos public and was like, okay, go again. But the problem was that, I don't know, I just didn't love it. It was so long, and then I changed it by accident. So we're gonna leave it for at least 90 days and then we'll decide if we wanna go from there. But it's fine. Anyway, but I just wanted to address that because I know it looks different to you guys. Okay, so let's pull up this question that I wanna answer for you guys. Okay, so I got this question from a dear friend the other day. I was about to take a quick nap, but you were live, so LOL, oh my God. Ha, it's amazing. Hi, Josh. Hi. Oh, hi, Janet. Hi, Meg. I see you guys hopping on there. And make sure you guys go and watch that 3K subscriber video that I posted this morning so you can be entered into the giveaway, because I really just want to do that to give back to you guys for being so supportive of not only me and the channel, but of each other, helping each other get through this. Oh my gosh, enjoy shopping, Josh. Have fun. Make sure you go do that. Okay. And I just want to let you know, I did try to film this in landscape and my phone wouldn't let me do it. It said turn your video to go live, or turn your device to go live. Awful. So I'm going to have to probably film lives from my computer from now on as soon as I can get that set up. Anyway, okay. Housekeeping stuff over. Let's answer this question. Okay, this might be an idea for a video. Lately, I've been feeling as though my needs are not being met by my wife, and it's been having me feel some kind of way. Keep in mind, we are MWI. For all of you guys that don't know, that means they met while her wife was already incarcerated. And no, it's not a sexual need. I don't know what it is. I feel like we're lacking that, of course, but most definitely something else right now. I have kept in mind that she is sick and older, but sometimes I find myself feeling almost resentful and I don't know what it is. She doesn't ask for much, and when I can't help her, she's fine with it. I was just wondering if anyone else ever goes through this. Is it normal? I just feel like the honeymoon period has worn off and I'm used to getting more than what she is given. Granted, she's not feeling well, but this started way before she started not feeling well. Hey Jen, that's okay. So happy you're here. So anyway, I am romantic to the end, LMAO. The other day I told her she was about as romantic as a stick in the mud, so I don't know what to do and it's bugging me. Okay, girl, I got you. I've been here on every level of this question, but I just want to follow. She followed up with me the next day after she sent that, and she sent another message that I want to read so I can touch on that too. She said, ugh, do you ever get irritated with Adam? I swear sometimes I feel like just going off on my wife, but I don't because it's old behavior for me. Ugh, can't live with them, can't live without them. So let's address all of this. Feeling like something is off, feeling like you're resenting her or him is so normal. So I want to tell you guys this. I want you guys to listen to me, okay? We're going to get real close, turn the volume up, and listen to your big sister over here. It is okay for you. This looks really funny. It is okay for you to let yourself off the hook. It's okay for you to feel your feelings. It's okay for you to not have a handle on why you're feeling something when you're feeling it. This isn't normal. There is nothing normal about navigating a prison relationship. It is hard AF. It is the most difficult thing you'll ever have to do. So yeah, have I ever felt like I've resented Adam? Plenty of times in the past. Here's where I think the line is. Here's where I think the lesson is. I wonder if you and Jess are mad at me. Why'd you say that? Maybe it's an internal issue, maybe something missing with oneself. So I think, okay, let's elaborate on that in a second, but I think it's more if the resentment lasts. So are you genuinely resentful of her or him or just the situation? Because for me, I've had to take steps out of my shoes when I feel like that. And it's not Adam ever that I resent. I love him more than anything in this whole entire world. It's the situation. And then, especially for you as an MWI, but for any of us reunited, met before, whether you've been together 5 minutes or 50 years, we choose every single day to be in, get in, and stay in these relationships. Nobody is telling us that we have to stay. Nobody is holding a gun to our heads and saying, you have to stay in this relationship. So that is, for me, kind of is my consolation. Like, I can't resent him because I choose this. I can't resent the situation because I want to be here. Now, if you're feeling feelings of resentment, normal, totally normal. We're going to work through it. And I think the way that you have to work through it, or the way that I've learned to work through it, is if it persists after a couple days, because sometimes it's just a bad mood. Sometimes it's hormonal. Sometimes, like you said, you're not feeling well. So you're just down and out, and you just take out those emotions on the person who's closest to you, who is your significant other. Sorry, guys, I got hot. In the relationship with you. So if it's just a couple of days and it's more of a mood swing than anything, or hormones than anything, I wouldn't sweat it. I would let it go. But if it persists, or if it's a recurring thing, so it's a couple days and then 3 weeks later it's a couple days and then 2 days later it's a couple more days and then a week passes and then you're feeling the same way, then that would be something that I think that you should address with them. So I'm gonna try to move this because my arm is gonna fall off. Hang on, guys. Whoa, hang on. I just didn't, the tablecloth was showing and that was really annoying. So sorry, I have this whole thing. Kat would cringe if she saw me right now. And the way that this is set up, I'm just gonna move this so that's not in the way. Sorry, give me 1 second, you guys, I'm sorry. My arm was falling off, there we go. Okay, that's better. So I wanna address the next part of her question because this is amazing. As I get back there, I just want to say that to answer your question, to make sure I'm very clear, yes, I have felt like that. And I think anybody in a prison relationship at some point or another has experienced that, has felt like that, and then has beat themselves up for feeling like that. So I want to give not only you, the person that asked this question, but everybody in this type of relationship and who is watching this video, even if you're not in a prison relationship, just in any relationship or anywhere in life, let yourself off the hook. It is okay to feel like that. Do not judge your feelings. Your feelings are there to talk to you, to have you feel and work through a situation and figure out the way that you want to respond to it. So thank your feelings for pointing things out to you and for making you work through it and become stronger and grow from it. Once you feel those feelings, don't judge them, just observe them and then try to get to the bottom of them. And then the only thing that has ever worked for me to get through this is to talk through it with him. Okay, I feel like romance in general, in relationships goes, oops, lost the comments, oops, no. Goes up and down in sometimes super romantic and then not so much other times. Great, you're so right. Hi, Rose, so happy you helped with the reply situation. You're such a doll and so grateful. Oh, thanks, Nikki, so much. Mwah. Okay, is it an internal issue? I felt that way too because I felt like I was making all the sacrifices to help my loved one. I think that, why does that keep happening? I think that is so common. And I think that I just want to kind of touch on that a little bit more, is that we have to do so much for them. We have to do our job and then the job that they had when they were out here, or for MWI, the job that they would have had out here. So that does cause a lot of resentment if somebody leaves you with bills that you didn't have to pay before. If somebody leaves you with a household and that was a dual income household, and now you're the only one trying to keep it running. If somebody leaves you with 4 kids who are rambunctious and wild and under the age of 10, and now you're having to manage all of that, plus finances, plus get extra jobs by yourself, of course you're gonna feel resentful. Of course, oh, thanks, Emily. Of course you're gonna feel resentful, but here's the thing. You just have to keep reminding yourself, I have a choice. I can do this, I can continue this, or I could say, you know what, it's not for me and I'm not going to do this anymore, and I have to move on. I have to move on by myself to nurture myself and love myself, and this relationship is no longer serving me. Very wise advice. Feelings are responses. Sometimes they respond to a culmination of circumstances, but feelings change, and that's important to remember. Oh, sassy, yes, thank you for that. So what she's saying is you might feel one way about a situation, and then down the road you might feel a totally different way about a situation, and just remind yourself that that's normal. Like whatever made this person who asked this question feel like she resents her loved one, maybe next week it wouldn't happen. I can think of, I know this has happened to me so many different times with Adam. Like there are situations where, okay, here's an example. I don't know if it's the best one. I was just trying to rack my brain for one. But he wanted to move out to Vegas, right? He wanted to move to Arizona because that was the closest facility to Vegas, and he wanted me to leave my family, pick up, quit my job, move across the country from New Jersey to Nevada, and go start a new life there before we have any kind of relief in sight. Because eventually when Adam gets out, we want to settle in Vegas, and you know, there's a nonprofit out there that we want to work with, and our lives will start out there. However, right now is not that time. He doesn't have any, at this, I want to word this carefully. I want to watch my words, but he doesn't have any relief in sight today, right now, as everything is set in stone. You know, there are avenues that can open up, but for today, right now, he's a lifer, and I'm not uprooting my life and moving across the country, leaving my support system here to go, right, I will be in Vegas eventually, but to go across the country where I don't know anybody, my husband will be 3 hours away in prison. It doesn't make any sense. Not to mention, as a prison wife, at least for me, I always feel a little bit at arm's length, meeting people, making new friends. So then I would have to uproot my life, uproot my life and start all over again there. So I was starting to resent him because he wasn't hearing me in this. We went to visit and we would argue about this, and I'm like, I don't care what you say or any way you try to manipulate this. The answer is no. So you can go. You're more than welcome to go, but just know that I will stay here. I am not following you there. I am not leaving my family. So what you will be doing to our relationship is this. You will be moving across the country if that's what you feel like you need to do, fine. We'll be going from, we started at weekly visits when you were 2 hours away. We moved to monthly visits when you were 6 hours away. And now that you're a plane ride away and you're 3,000 miles away, we might get annual visits because it's expensive. It takes a lot of planning, et cetera, et cetera. For all of you guys that have to do that, my heart bleeds and breaks for you because I can only imagine. I've been blessed. I'm blessed with the fact that he's 6 hours away. And I will never, ever look at it in any other way because he could be across the country. But anyway, I was starting to resent him and be like, you're not listening to me, blah, blah, blah. And then I got in my head and I started to go down this ugly road where I was like, forget this relationship, forget him, I'm done. I just want to be normal. I just want to be over this. The prison system sucks. I'm just not cut out for this. It's too much. And now here he is going to leave me and I'm never going to see him. But here's what's underneath that. Here's what's underneath that, you guys. That's me protecting my heart. Because at the end of the day, I knew that he needed to do what he needed to do, and I can't tell him whether that's in Arizona or whether that's in New Jersey or whether that's in Pennsylvania, because I don't know what goes on in his world behind those bars. However, he also cannot tell me what's going on in my world outside of that wall, outside of those bars, because he hasn't lived in my society for 20 years and I haven't lived in his society ever. So I started to resent the whole situation because I was protecting my heart from getting hurt if he did move across the country, because that's what he felt would be best for him. So I just want to kind of go back to what, I can't remember who posted it, was saying about how those feelings change. And so my feelings towards, my resentment towards him changed because, one, I dug deep and I uncovered what was underneath that resentment. Because resentment isn't like a surface emotion. It's going to cover up something else. Are you angry about something? Are you sad about something? What is causing you to resent this person? Is it something that happened in your past that you can't get over and you're dangling it over their head as kind of a weapon? So to me, that's the reason why they say resentment is the demise, it's the death of any relationship. Because if you resent somebody, you can't get on that deep soul level. And my question to you is, what is your reasoning for staying in that relationship if you truly and deeply resent them? Which this question is not about that. This question is about emotions surrounding her relationship and feeling like there's lack. And I get it, because like she said, it's not the sexual lack, it's just some sort of lack that she can't put words to. So I'm going to tell you this. There is an amazing book called The 5 Love Languages by a man named Dr. Gary Chapman. I believe that anybody in any type of relationship needs to read this book. So this way, you and your wife or you and your husband can learn how to communicate with each other in a way that they can hear, in a way that you can hear and you can understand. Because the way that my love language might be different from his love language. So I might hear love in acts of service. He might hear love in words of affirmation. So if his love language and this book helps you, it's a total relationship changer. And FYI, Carly did a really good book review on it on our Patreon page. So if you want to go check that out, she did a great video. It's patreon.com/SPWF. Just go over there and the video's up there for you. But so I might hear love. You might hear love when your husband, right? You've been telling your husband for weeks, take out the garbage, take out the garbage, and he never takes out the freaking garbage. You're the one that always winds up taking out the garbage. Okay. And you're like, my relationship is falling apart, and you don't even realize it's about the garbage. If your love language is acts of service, the next time he came in, if he learned how to speak your love language and he took out the garbage without you asking him to do it, oh my God, you're going to be like, oh, this is the sexiest man I've ever seen. Oh my God. I just felt truly, madly, and deeply in love with him all over again, because it's how you hear and feel and receive love, and you learn to give love to them that way. So I think this book will be a game changer for you, because you're saying something is lacking. So I think if you learn how to speak to each other in your love language, it's going to help you so much. Now, when I first read that book, actually, this is crazy. It was an assistant warden at McKean who was the most amazing administrator that Adam has ever dealt with and that I have ever had the pleasure of dealing with through him. And she was the one that brought life coaching into that facility, and she turned all of the guys in the coaching program onto that book. So she gave the guys that book. They passed it around. She donated it to the library. They passed it around. They all read it. And while Adam was reading it, I read it, or I actually listened to it, because I listened to books on audio to and from visit on my long 6-hour drive. So as I was listening to it, I'm like, I wonder if in our type of relationship, your love language changes, because he can't do acts of service for me, can he? He can't take out garbage for me. We're not going to fight over him not painting the wall when I want him to. So I wonder, part of me wonders if your love language changes. And then part of me wonders if it doesn't. Like, there's ways that Adam can do acts of service for me. Here's an example. And that's not my love language, but I needed to reach out to somebody in email, and I was being really shy, and I felt like I was bothering that person. That's just something that I struggle with. I'm a shy person, and I feel like I'm bothering people when I'm just asking them for potentially a favor, and people want to help. It's just that I feel bad asking them for help. So anyway, he's like, I know you're not going to do it. I'm going to email them. I'm going to call them. So that's kind of an act of service. So there's ways, the whole point in telling you that is there are ways. Yeah, I think it's because of probably, Ray, we were raised very similarly. The way we were raised, independent, you don't ask for help, blah, blah, blah. So I have a feeling that's what it is. But anyway, that's not my love language, but the point is, the name of the book, Jen, is The 5 Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. There are different versions. So there's like the 5 love languages for the military couple, the 5 love languages for men, the 5 love languages for women. I would just get the original, because there is not one for prison wives yet. So anyway, the whole point in me telling you that about the acts of service is that there are ways that I think that you can manipulate it to make it work for you and not change your love language, because I don't even think that that's a thing. I was just going to say, acts of service can be sending a letter that surprises you. Yes, the language. Yes, Sassy. You are so full of wisdom. You're welcome, sweetheart. Okay, so the last thing that I want to comment on was that, did I answer your question, sweetheart? Because I know you're on here. And I just want to make sure I talked through it and I made you feel better and not worse, because I can keep going. So the follow-up email, she said, do you ever get irritated with Adam? In short, 100% yes. I think we all get irritated with our significant other in one way, shape, or form or another. So she said, I swear sometimes I feel like just going off on her. I swear sometimes I feel like going off on Adam. But I don't, because it's old behavior for me. I can't live with them, can't live without them. First of all, I want to commend you a quadrillion %, because you recognized old behavior. You stopped it in its tracks, and you did not move forward with that. Girl, I love you for that. That is a lesson that we can all learn from. She recognized that's a pattern for her. She recognized it was a negative pattern for her. So she, instead of just saying, F it, that's me, I'm doing it, she said, I want to break that habit. I want to live above that old habit. And so I'm not going to respond in the way that is natural to me to respond. And I'm going to take steps back out of my shoes and I'm going to figure this out a different way. Girl, that is amazing. And so as far as sometimes just feeling like going off on her, there are times that I just feel like going off on Adam. And I said to her in my text back, I was like, oh, I love you too, Angela. Thank you, sweetie. I was like, there are times that I'm not so good and I do accidentally go off on him. But a lot of times what I do and what I advise for you guys to do is not to go off on him or her. It is to write out your feelings. Vent out your feelings either on paper or even just talk it out to yourself in the car alone. Talk it with a girl, talk through it with a girlfriend, somebody who's there for you, you know, a guy friend, an outside opinion. Just, I'm giving you words of caution. If you do that, make sure that it's somebody who is not going to judge you, and make sure that it's somebody that knows that you're just venting. Because one of my dear, dear friends, Sarah, the video that I was a couple days ago with Adam's face all over socks. If you guys want a pair of your loved one's face all over socks, go back and watch that video. I put the link. There's no affiliation or anything. It's just that I loved them and I wanted to share that with you. But anyway, she was like, you know, I used to vent to my mother a lot about our fights, but what happened was I realized that my mom started kind of judging him because she was being protective of me and she was seeing me upset and crying all the time, because she was brand new in her MWI relationship and was trying to figure it out and finagle. So she was like, and I realized that they weren't my real sincere thoughts about him. It was just me venting and I was making him look bad. And so she started to get judgmental towards him, but it really wasn't his real personality. I'm saying that to tell you, just be careful if you're venting it out. Have that trusted friend where you're saying, I'm just venting it out. Or I know that you're not going to judge him or her. Here's the advice. Here's what happened. I need your advice. Okay. But the point is, get it out, vent it out, because once you get it all out, word vomit, especially writing it out, there's something about writing it out that just helps so much. Then you crumple it up and you throw it away, or you type it all out and then you revise it in a way that's not attacking. You watch your words, you rewrite things, and you do it more in a way that it's communicative, and this is how I feel and this is why I feel it. And then you communicate that way. It's gonna help you so much move past the times where you just wanna strangle her or him. I don't know if I could say that on YouTube, but not literally. You're my safe person, Ro. Oh, no, not poor me. I'm honored. And you don't know how, I'm going to cry, how much I love you. Because you guys, Ray, you're a doll. And you just helped me, I'm going to cry, so much when I was struggling, going through what I was going through a couple months ago with my mom. So if I could be your safe person and there for you, it means so much to me. Why am I getting so emotional right now? So I think that's it. Does anybody have anything else you want me to talk about? She's fabulous, isn't she? Ugh, I adore her. Oh, you guys, I don't know if you're talking about me or Ray, but I adore both of you. I love you too. You're not supposed to make me cry off my eyelashes. I was filming videos this morning. I don't normally just wear eyelashes on a random Saturday. I haven't even left the house. Bro, fabulous. Oh, Carly, I love you. Angela, I love you. You guys, I love you, love you, love you. So I don't know if anybody, whoa, I've been on for a half hour. How did that happen? I don't know if anybody has anything else, but I can't recommend the 5 love languages enough. You guys are making me cry and blush, and I told you I don't want to cry my lashes off. I love you too. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys are just here with the compliments. You're amazing. You always look fab. Oh my God. Ah, I love you guys so much. You're making my day and lighting up my life. Bro, please read out comment above. Read out comment above. Okay, what's the comment above? Angela, she's fabulous. I don't think that's the one. Journaling helps our brain. This has to be the one. Journaling helps our brain, not just in difficult relationships or situations. Journaling really helps the neurological pathways to have a healthier, more stress-resilient brain. It's true. OMG. I don't know if I can screenshot while I'm on the phone with you or while I'm live on here, but I want to screenshot that and save that forever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So journaling actually builds, let me just make sure I understand this. There are so many times I just want to walk away. Jen, send me an email, I'll help you. So journaling helps your brain build new neural pathways, I think is what you're saying, so that it actually is healthy for your brain to get it out to journal. So I want to tell you that I do not practice what I preach sometimes. I tell everybody all the time, write it out, journal before bed, gratitude log, you name it. I have like 55 journals that have maybe one page written in. So you just inspired me to get back on my journal game. Thank you, sweetheart. I love that. I love that you guys are all so smart and we all come from different backgrounds and different areas of life, and we can all use this platform to learn from one another, to teach one another, to support one another. I just love you guys so much. And clearly I'm an emotional wreck today. I don't know where this came from, but you guys are amazing. So if you guys don't have anything else, I'm gonna go. I do wish I lived closer to hang out with you. I wish you lived closer. I study neurological rewiring due to stress and abuse and how to fix it with activities to wire it back. Sassy, what is your email? We need to connect. OMG. I am the biggest anatomy, physiology, like body nerd. Like I went to school for sports medicine. There's a little known fact about me, and I don't do anything with it. I work with computers and with lawyers, nothing to do with medical, but I love everything about that, and especially like human psychology and all of that stuff. So I would love to talk more about that with you. Okay, Posse Power. I don't have anything to write with, but I'm gonna come back and I'm going to write that down. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I shouldn't ask you for your email publicly on YouTube. I'm sorry. But if you want to reach out to me too, it's strongprismwives@gmail.com. Okay, I think that's it, you guys. Keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to it all being behind you. Lots of love from my heart to yours. I will see you beautiful, amazing, brilliant ladies and gentlemen in the next one. But in the meantime, you guys, make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. Make sure that you go back and, first of all, like this video, duh, but go back and like the video where I said 3K subscriber giveaway, and then comment under that video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can be entered into our giveaway, because again, I want to show you guys how much I love and appreciate each one of you. I wish I could give each and every single one of you a gift card, but you know, I don't have it like that. So make sure you do that. And oh, thank you so much, Ray Ray. And then if you guys have any other topics, comments, questions, anything you want answered on a video, let me know. And I have a couple of really good ones that I filmed this morning coming out for you guys during this week. I have a couple of interviews. Oh, should I keep it a secret? I just had a conversation with somebody this morning who I might do a video with, who's like amazing. And then I also have a couple prison husbands who want to come out on the channel. And I think that's it for now, but we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up, you guys. A lot of fun stuff. We're taking it up a notch. I'm excited. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.